everyone, my name is Jaybird and welcome back to Cinderella Phenomenon. Without any further ado, let's just jump into it. Okay, I make my way into town with Rumple and Ennis. The majority of the conversations we have are one-sided, with Rumple giving us both the usual compliments. He never seems to tire of it. Rumple helps Ennis pick certain herbs and a few other medications. Yes, a few other medications, and accepts all of the compliments she gives him with a triumphant smile. I know Ennis knows about herbs because she's helped me before, but how does Rumple know so much about them? This must be a part of the past that he doesn't remember. Sorry for yawning. I just kind of woke up. I've been, lying in bed, half awake, half asleep this, entire time. So this is me just getting up and be like, fuck it, I have to record a video before it all goes to hell. So, yeah, sorry for yawning. It's sounding a little bit tired, I don't know. I woke up at 9, and then I just, fell back asleep. And then I woke up at 11 something. Anyways, Ennis enters the store by herself at one point, leaving me alone with Rumple. I'm a mysterious man, aren't I? I turned to look at him and noticed the easy smile adorning his face. A man with amnesia is full of secrets, after all. I bet you're even more curious about me. Women always love mysterious men. I won't deny that. I do not particularly care. But princess, if my curse is my amnesia, then shouldn't you care somehow? As partners, we are going to help each other out, right? I do not see how I can help you with your amnesia. Maybe this is a spell that is only broken by true love's kiss. Shall we see? He leans toward me with a playful smile on his face. I'm accustomed to this behavior by now, so this does not faze me, and I merely sigh at his nonsense. You already said yourself that you need to gather and choose from. Sorry, some kind of journal. Princess, you're no fun! A little kiss wouldn't hurt anyone. I would die before I kiss you. Princess, that's so sad! He says that, but he's still smiling. Why is he so unfazed by everything I say to him? Because he likes soup! It is. You only ever have terrible suggestions. It was a mistake to trust you and might have good advice. To trust you might have good advice. Sorry. I'm still a little bit tired. I don't read everything. I'm sorry. But I have great ideas! You haven't helped me with my curse at all. I have been trying, though. You haven't even told me how to get a good deed. I told you before, princess. Compliments make a person happy, and making a person happy is a good deed. So you flirting with women and using shallow compliments on them is a good deed? I feel like my voice sounds a little bit lower because I just woke up. For some reason, whenever I wake up, depending on the situation, sometimes when I wake up, my voice sounds kind of low. I talk in a lower tone. I'm not sure. It sounds a little lower to me than normal. So maybe it does sound a little... Fuck! I keep yawning! Oh my god! Sorry. I already read this, right? Yeah. On the surface, the compliments may seem shallow, but if you swim a little deeper, complimenting people cannot be a good deed. But making them happy is. All you have to do is listen to people, sympathize with them, maybe get to know them, and you can make them happy by doing even small things for them. Women enjoy the compliments, princess. Besides, How could I see such beauties and not compliment them? It would be a disservice! You give compliments to people you do not even care about. Princess! Rumpel's voice trails off as he stares past me. His smile falters for a few moments, and a look of confusion ripples his features. I turn to follow his gaze and see a small boy staring at us. He is shyly hiding behind some kind of notebook. There's that seriousness again. It was the same thing that happened when he added something to the list for parfait. Then suddenly, the expression changes into Rumpel's usual bright smile. Hello there. Would you like to come and speak with us, young sir?
You don't remember me, sir?
Oh, do I know you?
I used to come to your clinic. You saved me before.
The boy draws closer to us, still hiding shyly behind his notebook. Oh, I'm sorry, little sir. I'm afraid that my memories are a bit scrambled right now. I can't even remember my own name.
Really?
Where's Annis? Why is she taking so long? Come on, this is interesting, me! The last thing I want to hear is a conversation between Rumpel and some child. No, this is interesting! Shut the fuck up, me! Is he going to shower this boy with compliments too? It's a shame that I can't remember a boy as bright as yourself. And there it is.
I'm not that bright, sir. Not as bright as you. But I want to be.
He holds up his notebook, which has a small name scribbled in the corner. The words "My Dreams" are written on the front cover in cursive letters. What's this?
I want to be just like you when I grow up. So I started a book of dreams, just like my mom told me to. She said I could become a doctor too, so as long as I tried my best.
A doctor?
You forgot that you were a doctor, sir?
Rumpel? A doctor? It makes sense! The boy continues to hold out the book, and finally Rumpel takes it and flips it open to the front page. Rumpel is holding the book close to his face so I cannot see it. I rise to the tips of my toes and attempt to look over his shoulder. At first, Rumpel does not notice me as he stares at the page. Then, belated, he realizes that I am there and lowers the book so that I can read too. I lean so close to him our shoulders brush. Oh! My eyes scan over the page quickly. The handwriting is crude, barely readable actually, but I can still make out the gist of it. Rumpel slowly reads the words aloud. When I'm older, I want to be exactly like the kind doctor that saved me when I had no one else to go to.
What?
The boy's face flushes as Rumpel reads his words aloud before his curious gaze lands on me.
I don't remember you.
I look at the boy, irritated.
Are you the doctor's wife?
Rumpel suddenly looks up, eyes wide. He looks down at the boy, then at me, his face sullenly solemn. I am surprised by the words that leave his mouth next. Boy! 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 Why? Yes, she is. Me too! Me too! He takes my hand and looks down at me. An almost sad look on his face. What is wrong with him? Pull my hand away, slap him. I'm supposed to slap him? I don't know. I guess I am. Oh shit, it is slap him. Oh, I feel so bad for this, but I guess I am supposed to. Fuck, I feel like an asshole, but I guess he likes assholes, so fine. I'll be an asshole. Let go of me! Rumpel's eyes crease with worry as he holds tightly to my hand. The sadness in his eyes becomes anxiety, and I see something like fear dancing in his eyes. You really think it was my fault? The look in his eyes is so vacant, almost like he's looking through me. It is as if he is in some kind of trance. The way he looks at me makes my skin crawl. His grip on my hand tightens, making me shudder. Rather than slap his hand away, I reach out with my free slap his face. I stare perplexed at the sudden bafflement on Rumpel's face. Well, gee, I wonder why. Did the slap to the face knock him out of that strange trance? He is being even stranger than normal, and the intensity of the look in his eyes is scaring me. Rumpel stares at me for a few moments, blinking slowly. Oh no, I'm sorry. Oh no, I blinked out. I'm sorry, Princess. What just happened to him? The way he was speaking was so strange, almost like he was in some kind of trance. I just said that earlier! What the fuck? Yes, he was in some kind of trance. Okay, we get it. But I know how people are. They lie and they put on faces. I'm sorry for spacing out. If I invaded your space, then I am sorry. You are apologizing? Rumple puts a hand to his cheek where it slapped him. I think I deserve that. Thanks for getting me out of whatever that was. Hey, he did like that! All at once, the sheep... I hate this word so much because I feel like I have a speech impediment whenever I try to say it. Sheepish. I just hate that word. I mean, I love it. I love the word. I like the word. I just hate saying it because I feel like I'm gonna die every time. I feel like my tongue is gonna be twisted. It's like a tongue twister in itself. Sheepish, especially this word. These two, this phrase, sheepish smile. When you're trying to say it really fast, it just, breaks into something cheerful again. He is still smiling at me, even though I was so curt with him. Rumple is so confusing. Yeah! The boy looks bewildered. Don't worry about that, little sir. This one here is a feisty thing. I deserve whatever she just did.
So, she's not your wife, sir?
Rumple looks a little surprised, and then he laughs. Unfortunately, no. The beautiful lady here is not my wife. Rumple absently rubs at the back of his neck as he looks up at the sky. I'm not entirely sure of what just happened, but it seems like I recovered something very important today. Or the beginnings of something important. Something important? Is he talking about a memory? He hands the book back to the boy. Then he leans down and sets a hand on the boy's head. A bell chimes back behind us as Annis comes out of the store carrying a bag filled with what I assume are herbs and medicines. The boy once again cowers behind his book.
Oh, who's this?
The wonderful little sir that helped me regain a very important memory.
An important memory?
Rumple stands, looking triumphant. I, my good lady, am a doctor!
Oh, really?
Truly. Rumple turns back to the boy, who he asks a few more questions. He even asks the boy his name, but much to my surprise, the boy shakes his head.
I'm sure you told me your name, but I don't remember it.
It is like my curse. No one remembers me being a princess, and no one remembers Rumple's true name. Rumple thanks the boy again many times over and even buys him a few pieces of candy. The boy's eyes are practically glowing with excitement, and he does not stop smiling. After we see him off and start to head back to the tavern, I begin to contemplate. I'm curious about something. Oh? You said that you needed to fill your journal with memories in order to get them back. But the journal you just read wasn't yours. It appears not. It seems that the 3 entries that trigger my memories just need to be written by people I know. Reading them triggers a memory, and then the full entry probably appears in my journal. I ought to check it when I get back. I see.
But even without looking into the entry, a memory came to your mind?
Rumple gives a short, distracted nod. It's not complete, so I'm hoping that something really has appeared in my journal. It feels like it must, considering I remembered something so important.
Do you remember anything else at all?
The young man that we just met. I believe that he used to come watch me work before. I knew him. He used to look up to me. He was a sweet child. memory is foggy, but yes, I believe something did happen to him. He became ill. The details of how I saved him must be in the journal. Even though this does not pertain to my curse, I am curious what his journal might say. Oh yes, really! I am too. I can't remember fully, but the memory feels sad somehow. He turns to me, eyebrows knit together. It is strange to see him with such a serious expression on his face. I really am sorry about earlier, Princess. I think I was on the verge of a memory, but then it got tangled up in my head. I am surprised by his sudden change in topic. I shake my head slowly. He's quiet for a few moments before suddenly his smile comes back and he laughs jovially, telling us that there is no point in worrying. At the town's outskirts I turn, feeling eyes on my back, but no one is there. We give Parfait the medicines we purchased in town as soon as we arrive back to the Martin. Then Rumple proudly announces that he is a doctor to anyone that will listen to him. Everyone seems happy for him, save for the Martin patrons that find Rumple annoying, who are mostly men. Afterwards, Rumple asks Annis if he might be able to take over the medications for Parfait, if only because Annis is busier than him. Rumple hasn't been at the Martin long, and yet he's already found something to help break his curse. And then there's me. I do not think anyone will be able to help. I do not think anyone will be able to help me. At the end of the night, when I finally have time to myself, I return to my room to rest. The next day, I am sent right back to my chores. Rumple is nowhere to be seen in the morning, and Anna says it is because he is tending to Parfait. He appears late in the afternoon, still full of smiles and silly flattery as he goes back to serving. How does he have so much energy? At the end of the day, I plop down on the settee to rest. My legs are weak from all the walking I have done today, and I can still feel the tiredness in my arms from all the sweeping with Mr. Broom.
Princess?
I notice Anna standing beneath the doorway, smiling at me uncertainly.
Thank you for your hard work today.
Why is she thanking me for the work I obviously do not want to do? It's not as if I've asked to do any of this.
But you still help.
Anna's nervously shifts on her feet.
So, just wanted to say thanks. So I just wanted to say thanks a little bit.
When I do not make any effort to continue speaking with her, Anna gives a nervous little nod before heading back toward her room. Not long after departure, I hear an exuberant and familiar voice. I should count my lucky stars, for they are giving me a rare opportunity to meet with my lovely princess this late at night. I should have gone to my room. Rumple stops before me, winking. The moonlight on your face makes your beautiful eyes sparkle like the most precious gold, princess. I am not in the mood for your flattery. But princess, flattery is just a compilation of compliments. Everyone loves compliments. I do not care for your compliments. Or Lady Annis's thanks, either. Or Lady Annis's thanks, either. You heard that? You should learn to let people spoil you. I stared at him. That is the last thing I had ever expected anyone to say. My whole life I have been called spoiled and rotten. The Ice Princess. Even Delora and Parfait want me to do these good deeds because they think I am incapable of goodness. I clench my fists and continue to stare at him, not understanding the swell of emotion inside of me. Why is he being so nice to me? Your first lesson is learning how to let people spoil you. He draws back his hand, reaches into his pocket, and presents me with a small yellow bag. What's this? Oh no, I have to sneeze. Oh no. Ah. I sneezed. For you, my sweet princess. We're not gonna accept the gift. I don't trust it. I cannot accept your gift. But princess, my advice. You have no reason to spoil me. Princess, this is what I've been trying to explain to you all day. You don't need a reason to spoil someone. It doesn't always have to be without paying someone back.
Rumple smiles a little sheepishly. Then he places the bat in my hand and curls my fingers around it. You deserve nice things, princess. You barely know me, and yet you still say that? Barely know you? We may not have known each other personally, but that doesn't mean I don't know enough about you. I'm giving you this gift because I truly want you to have it. Besides, this is both a thank you and an apology gift. A thank you for accepting me as your partner, and an apology for my behavior yesterday. I don't remember what I did, but both you and the boy seem frightened. Oh! Oh! Boy! Oh! Boy! Oh! Look at this! He's fucking tall, and we are fucking small! I like how that's like the first thing I say. Like, I'm fucking small, he's fucking tall. He is a tall boy, and I am a small lady. I'm a little lady. I'm a little lady Jaybird. I wonder how tall she is. Maybe we're the same height. Probably not. Wait a minute. Just getting the screenshot to be perfect, okay? Shut up. Perfect. Wonderful. Okay. I look down at the little bag. I open it up, and inside is a little white chocolate piece fashioned into the shape of a flower. A lily. Oh, what the fuck did my computer do? Okay, at least it's still recording. Okay, my computer did something weird. A lily. It's not much, but you absolutely must accept it, princess. Otherwise, my guilt would drown me in dark shadows of sorrow for the rest of my time. Lilies are my favorite flower. Okay, just making sure nothing's changed. Right? They say you give a white lily to someone you enjoy spending time with. Oh, and in floral language, they also stand for purity and majesty. He winks at me. Perfect for you, princess. Why? Why what? Why would you give this to me? No matter what you say about doing nice things for people, I don't see how that applies to me. And why would you thank me for being your partner? I did not even want to be your partner at first. But you do now. You got me! I am unable to withhold my surprise. Rumple raises an eyebrow, then sighs. Princess, you don't trust compliments, do you? Mother always told me that people were two-sided, that they'd say anything to make you believe they were your friend. No. Never fear, my sweet princess. I'll make sure I compliment you until you learn to accept them. But no buts! I derive my happiness from making ladies like yourself happy. The compliments may seem strange to you, but don't worry, you see it in time. See what? The connections between people. You assume I'm just a flirt, but I get to know an awful lot about people. It's the reason I can guess so much about you. What could Rumple possibly know about me? So, what do you think? Are you more attracted to me now because of my mysterious aura, or my doctorly sophistication? He leans closer to me, his eyes sparkling. Or I could be your own personal doctor. I will slap you if you touch me again. Oh, I got the anger marks. Ooh, I am mad. Rumple pulls back and raises both of his hands in surrender, but the smile does not leave his face. You really are hopeless, aren't you? Do you think so? I thought that the events from today might have proven otherwise. Oh, speaking of which, I have read over my journal earlier. His expression becomes oddly solemn. Shall I enlighten you? Why would you tell me all of this? Oh, you're not interested? I thought you might be, since I was your partner. If I don't listen, you'll still tell me regardless, so feel free to share. Rumple sighs as he flips the journal open.
Unfortunately, it was not much. The memory began coming together again as I was reading, but a lot of it still doesn't make sense. I glanced down at the entry as he has stopped at. Look at the bottom of the page, Princess. I followed his gaze to the bottom of the page and paused, noticing a conspicuous gap. There's no signature, and I always send the end of every entry I write. I wonder if that might be the final piece of the puzzle. The final piece of your curse? If my name refuses to show up in the book, it may very well be the final memory I need to regain. You believe that the signature will be what gives you your true name, then? I have a feeling that might be the case. It was the first thing I noticed when the entry appeared. That would explain why the boy in town didn't know my name either. And there's something else. Something else that is missing? The journal entry is cryptic at best, vague, almost like an incomplete puzzle piece. I stare at him, not understanding. Slowly, Rumple begins to explain. It says here that the boy's family rushed him to my clinic. He had a terminal illness that I could not cure. He was at death's door, and I couldn't save him. But he's still alive, isn't he? He even said you saved him. Yes, there is a resolution in the journal, but it is not very helpful. I glance down at the journal entry as Rumple continues to speak. I refused to give up. I knew that there had to be a way to save a boy. I never gave up on my patients. In the journal entry, I described someone who came to help me save the boy. He lifts the book and points to the words, reading them aloud. I met her for the first time tonight. She told me she had some way to help the boy, so we struck a deal. I hope I do not come to regret this. He snaps the journal shut, startling me. He sighs as he runs a hand through his hair. That's it. Someone helped me somehow, and I made a deal. I'm assuming this is related to my curse, but I can't say how. Why did you write so vaguely? I wish I could ask my past self that same question. So in the end, you're still not sure when you were cursed. Rumple pauses, then shakes his head. I believe it started here. Not the curse, but the events that led to it. There's a reason this is the first memory to be triggered. It's important. For a few moments, the two of us are quiet. Rumple's curse is a mystery, not because he is hiding it like Karma is, but because he does not understand it himself. Yeah, Karma, stop hiding your curse! You little beastie boy. After a few moments, Rumple begins to laugh, breaking the silence. I look at him, startled. What's so funny? Oh, it's not funny, it's just... This is all very mysterious, isn't it? And my mysterious past makes me more alluring, doesn't it? Only Rumple could make such a serious moment and change it. Could take such a serious moment and change it into this. Well, what do you think, Princess? Are you drawn into the mystery of it? I have no choice. You'd tell me even if I didn't want to know. Oh, but you do! I could see the curiosity in your lovely golden eyes. And I could see it earlier today, too. Thank you for accompanying me to town. I believe that I only met the boy because you were there to guide my way. We were looking for medical supplies. The boy appeared through mere coincidence. That boy appeared through mere coincidence. I'm sorry. No, it was more than coincidence. It was destiny. Fine, whatever you say. Listening to him is exhausting. It makes me realize how tired I am. And all of these revelations are making my head spin. I'm going to bed now. I am too tired for this. It has indeed been a busy day. We will continue this enlightening discussion some other time. Perhaps. I turn to walk away with the little chocolate in my hands. As I walk back toward the darkness of the hallway, Rumple's soft voice echoes behind me. Sweet dreams, my princess. A compliment's value. Okay. Alright. Oh, I hate this. Okay, I'm gonna fucking do this. You waited, but the children didn't come, did they?
They promised they'd be back today. We even crossed pinkies.
Pinkies are futile, dearest heart.
But
I've told you before, but I'll tell you again. People are selfish creatures. They will always put their own well-being before others. No one does anything selflessly. To put your trust in someone is weakness, Jaybird. Even those that make promises will only keep them if it benefits them. And you, my sweet, were obviously not beneficial to those children.
so they didn't like playing with me?
No, they did not. Come here, darling. You do not need those other children. The two of us can play together as we always do.
I can always trust you, Mother?
Of course, my love. I'm sorry I was reading that so fast, but every time that song plays in any of these videos, it always gets, copyrighted, and I hate it. My video gets claimed every time it is. I just hate it. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna end it off here. If you guys enjoyed this episode of Cinderella Phenomenon, leave a like down below, leave a comment down below, share it with your friends, subscribe if you haven't, ring that notification bell, and remember, die safely. Bye-bye!